Sofia Petrovna, Transformation by the Devil, created by Valery Sosnovsky. Sofia Petrovna's son, Kolya, gives her his first cogwheel, which ironically starts her transformation to a true Soviet citizen that was desired by the devil himself, Joseph Stalin. The cog, in a way, is turned by the hands of Stalin, symbolizing change in Sofia Petrovna based on actions enforced by Stalin. After news of arrests start to occur, Sofia Petrovna refuses to believe that the Soviet government is putting innocent men in jail, while others start to realize the horrid truth. After finding out that her son has been jailed, Sofia Petrovna shows faith in the Soviet government by believing that they arrested her son by mistake, and that he will be released shortly. Slowly, she is building a cocoon around herself with lies, which start to pull her away from reality. As the clock keeps moving, Sofia Petrovna is seen creating more lies to her cocoon by believing that everyone in the jail lines are mothers or wives of saboteurs. Sofia Petrovna's faith in the Soviet government is continuously gaining ground as her faith for the release of Kolya grows. As the clock keeps moving along, Sofia Petrovna loses ties with almost everyone she knows, and when Alec refers to the Soviets as swines, she defends the government, further exemplifying that she's becoming a strong supporter of the same government that has locked up her own son. Natalia's suicide and Alec's arrest represent a significant push of Sofia Petrovna from reality and closer to the Soviet government, by basically leaving her isolated with no friends and only faith in the Soviet regime. Sofia Petrovna seems like she is completely isolated from all individuals around her who are aware of what is happening. It seems like Stalin regime has a full control of her, as she is almost ready to break through the cocoon and come out an ideal Soviet citizen. What is more interesting is that even though Kolya was sentenced to 10 years of remote camp, Sofia Petrovna seems to become even a stronger believer of the Soviet by building up her cocoon of lies to a maximum when she starts to think that Kolya has been released by the Soviet government and starts to become extremely silent around everyone in order to avoid any trouble. She, in a way, by the end of the book, defines what Soviets wanted in the late 1930s. She put the Soviets ahead of close relationship as seen by her isolation from everyone. She accepts what the Soviets are doing is proper, even though her own son is at labor camp, and she's also extremely protective of herself. One can argue that by being silent she becomes an ideal citizen who will not rebel or be a threat to Stalin, and is willing to give up her own son's life by burning his letter in order not to risk her well-being. When she burns that letter, the cog in a way stops as her transformation to a true Soviet citizen is accomplished, and she breaks through her cocoon of lies to serve the government that she believes in. Vignettes.